Hi, future nurses. Professor Van Greger here, and we're going to be doing an introduction to dimensional analysis. So, dimensional analysis is a big word that seems really scary, but it's a way to do med math that you'll never have to learn a different way again. And once it's explained to you, it hopefully is very simple. So, first, we're going to be talking about fractions. Dimensional analysis is all about getting rid of labels by having the same label in the numerator and in the denominator. So when we have a fraction, for instance, like 2 over 2, when we have the same number on the numerator and the same number on the denominator, the answer is equal to 1. This same thing happens when we have labels. So if we have feet over feet, it is also going to cross cancel and equal 1. And now another really cool thing that happens is if, let's say, we have 12 inches over 1 foot, those numbers, because they're equal to each other, are going to cancel out because 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So that being said, knowing that property of math, let's go ahead and do a problem that you guys should be familiar with because it uses feet and inches. If I were to tell you that I have 3 feet and I want to convert that to inches, most of you would be able to tell me that 3 feet is equal to 36 inches. And we did that by multiplying 3 times 12 to get 36. So let's show that using dimensional analysis. So in dimensional analysis, you always want to have an endpoint. You always want to know what you're trying to find. So we're going to start with our given information. We have 3 feet. And we notice here in our problem that feet on the left side of the equal sign does not match inches on the right. So we right now do not have an equal equation. So we need to change feet to match our label in the answer. To do that, we need to get rid of feet. We're going to use a conversion factor for that. So our conversion factor is 1 foot is equal to 3 inches. So in doing that, we have foot in the numerator. And so we need foot in the denominator to get rid of it. But we can only add something into the problem that equals 1. So we're going to have 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So all we're really doing is adding a multiply by 1 when we add this to the problem. So it doesn't change the numerical value of the problem. And now, because we have feet in the numerator and feet in the denominator, they cancel out. And now we're left with inches on the left side of the equal sign, as well as inches on the right. So all we have to do now is the arithmetic. So 3 times 12 is equal to 36. Our labels are the same on both sides, and our answer would be 36. So this is using dimensional analysis in a problem that you should be familiar with. Let's go ahead and try one using actual medicine. So we have a problem. Our order is going to be 500 milligrams of drug X. Okay. Our available is 250 milligrams per 10 mLs. So our order, what we're going to give to our patient is 500 milligrams, and our available is 250 milligrams per 10 mLs. The question that it's asking is how many mLs are we going to give? So we know our answer is going to be in mLs. You have to write the label you are looking for on your scratch paper. It is going to make this whole problem much easier. So we're going to go ahead and start with our order, 500 milligrams. And now we know we need to get rid of milligrams, right? Because milligrams does not equal milliliters. We're trying to get those labels to match. Remember, dimensional analysis is all about labels matching. So once we have our starting point, we have 500 milligrams, and there's going to be another video that explains how to start dimensional analysis problems. So please make sure you go check that out. We need to get rid of milligrams. We're going to look to our given information. We have milligrams in our available. We know in order to get rid of milligrams, we need milligrams on the bottom to cancel out with the milligrams in the numerator. And we're literally just going to copy our given information. So now we have 10 mLs over 250 milligrams. So our milligram on top and our milligram on bottom cancel out. And now our ml on the left and ml on the right equal each other, right? We have the same label on both sides of our equation. So our problem setup is complete. Now we're going to go ahead and do the math. So when you do math with dimensional analysis, everything in the numerator is multiplied and everything in the denominator is divided by. So we're going to have 500 times 10, which is going to equal 5,000, divided by 250, which means we are going to give 20 mLs to our patient in order to give them 500 milligrams of the drug. This was an introduction into dimensional analysis. Please check out my other videos for more in-depth tutorials on how to do more complex problems, as well as a bunch of tips and tricks on how to complete med math problems successfully. See you next time.